Seltzer is now live in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. Go to hardafseltzer.com today. Click on the store locator and enter your city or zip to find the closest location nearest you. Perfect. That's great. I mean, this is...
We are gold for energy!
Really completing the circle.
Incoming! Put the money in the bag, man!
As I said, your paycheck is your thank you.
What's going on back there? This is awesome! Welcome to Earth! No. Who's flying the plane? Get cockpit. Go. God.
Black Rifle Energy, dropping near you.
Welcome to Drinkin Bros, presented by OmahaSteaks.com. Yeah, welcome to Drinkin Bros, kids. It's that Friday afternoon show that's always weird. Brought to you by Omaha Steaks. 50% off their 4th of July sale, plus an extra $45 off with the promo code Drinkin Bros at checkout. Great American Steak Off is coming up. Just got the steaks. You got the grills coming, right, Anthony?
Yeah, they're on the way.
Let's go, dude. When are those going to be here? Monday, probably?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So you and I will chat about it over the weekend. We'll come up with a date. And if you'd like to enter, we'd love to see your smiling faces here at the old Tetherball Academy Media Network here.
Probably not a bad idea to plan on being here on Saturday next week.
Yeah. Okay.
At some point, I would say, because there's probably going to be quite a bit of steak around.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
it Saturday or Sunday?
It doesn't matter to me.
All right. Let's shoot for Sunday.
Yeah,
I think we get a short week after it, the week after, so that'd be fun. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Is that Gary Bear who just walked in? Street Gonzo? I'm sorry, you look like James Franco in Spring Breakers. Did you get cornrows? Put the camera on him. Holy shit. No way. Oh, my God, dude. Look at you, dude. Is there a way that he can get closer to that camera so I can really see these? Wow. Look at you, dude. This is who you were actually meant to be in this life. My God, man. I mean, this is just fucking perfect. Come behind me. Look at this. Holy shit. Dude. All right, grab a. I mean, that's clean. Those are tight, dude. Did a black lady do those?
Yeah.
From Cameroon?
Yeah.
Hey, that's who did mine when I got cornrows like 5 years ago. Grab a mic back there. Now that we've seen the cornrows here, what even possessed you to do this? Do I need to ask or no? Should I ask?
So most recently, my friend Eli, who makes all the songs for
Eli
Street
Halpern,
Gonzo,
yeah. Madman.
He absolutely
Terrible
madman.
stand-up, but his songs are great, dude.
He did an hour 40 the other day, Ross.
Yeah. I played basketball the other day. You want to see me in Game 7 on Sunday? The NBA?
He got some cornrows done the other day, and it's something I always wanted to do. And it's fucking Texas. It's super hot, so I just got them done. And I think I'm going to grab my buddy Tay and have him dye his hair blonde, or maybe even do whiteface if he's down. But I don't think he's got the balls to do that.
Yeah.
And then go downtown and do a segment called Trading Races.
Trading Races.
See what I did there?
I like that a lot. And how's that going to work?
I actually...
Because the look is fine. You know, like yes, I understand stealing culture and all that other shit. And I love it.
Okay, that's funny. Because when I went in there, I bust in, you know, how I always do.
Yeah.
And all these African women. They're from Africa, literally.
Yeah.
And they're like,
by the way, same who did mine. I was in Jamaica, but she was from Cameroon as well.
They're so fucking nice.
I know.
They're like the nicest people ever. So I go in and they're like, they're like, oh shit, this is the guy whose hair we're doing, and I think they expected me to be like some weirdo, and then I start talking to them, and they're like, oh, this guy's fucking great.
Did you shoot any of this?
No.
Oh, you should have, dude. That'd be great.
I woke up this morning and my back was killing me, so I took a bunch of painkillers. I was trying to relax, but
sure.
They were psyched about it, and I thought it was funny because, you know, generally speaking, the people who get upset about stuff like cultural appropriation is college age, ivory tower, you know, white, blue-haired.
I don't get it, man. I think it's me personally. Whatever culture creates whatever it is in this world. It's just impressive that somebody else wants to do the thing or likes the thing that you invented. So what's the harm? I don't really care.
I don't know.
Like when other people do blackface, when Chinese people do blackface, I'm not offended because I've done it and I like it. Yes.
Chinese people are doing blackface now?
But they're scared to, but they can. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I mean, nobody's going to say anything over there.
No.
Like, you don't get the only thing you get canceled for in China is being a baby girl.
Uh-huh.
And you get canceled right. You get canceled right into a fucking river.
You were right into. Well, I think it's the woods, right?
I think they throw them into a river.
Is it a river or just like a?
Well, I guess to be fair, you probably don't want to poison the water supply for people downstream in that river, and a bunch of dead children is going to do that.
Okay,
but I'm not Chinese, so what do I know?
There you go.
Shit.
Yeah, look at that. Isn't that
Play
crazy?
the music.
There it is.
That's just a little Friday treat.
So look at the Asians there. I mean, hey, so by the way,
throw this up there.
At first glance, I bet you didn't know these were Asian people.
No.
That's how good it is. Their makeup is so good. Yeah. That's how amazing it is.
Yeah, but that's because they're doing Robert Downey Jr. Tropic Thunder blackface, not Al Jolson blackface.
Hey, man. Either one is great.
Wait a minute.
Some people they don't have the money, Bob to do proper blackface.
Bob makes a good point, though, Ross.
Which is?
There are actually different types of blackface.
Oh, yeah. Pull up. So, Bob, right quick. One, pull up Robert Downey Jr., pull up Mac from It's Always Sunny, and then pull up Al Jolson.
Yeah, Mac from It's Always Sunny is
Mac from It's Always Sunny is really good.
No,
I mean, that's the best blackface I've ever seen.
So we hired a great artist to do ours for Pool Boy. Because I was in blackface for that movie, and we hired one of the top artists, and it looks so realistic that, like, there was people that didn't know. I went to a fucking grocery store. I went to a 7-Eleven afterwards, and they had no idea.
Now, what if you go meta with blackface and you are the jazz singer?
Oh, boy, that's a tough call.
Is it offensive?
Yes.
I don't know. Oh, hey, Drake did it. Drake.
But he's black, sort of.
But I mean, he did this. He did this Al Jolson like face.
Okay, so that looks like just a black dude.
I know.
To be honest. And now
if Robert Downey Jr. wasn't famous in this photo, I think all of us would think this is just a real black guy.
Ross, when I watched Tropic Thunder, I did not know that was him.
Really?
Yes. I'm dead serious.
That's
Whenever
wild.
this movie came out, I watched it, and I had no fucking clue it was him.
That's funny.
They tell you that it's him.
When?
Yeah, there's a whole spiel in the beginning. Like they kind of made it. I think they were making.
Oh, you guys are shocked that Gary was late to the movie theater?
I think. Well, he's on CP time. I think. I think they basically copied. They copied that montage scene from Team America where he gets all the pubes glued on his face and shit.
Yeah.
It's literally the same kind of format there where he's in the chair getting stuff done to him. I think they actually copied that.
Well, I think unintentionally, right? Because that's the joke of this whole movie. But yeah, man, Asians do it really well. This is great. Look at Sweet D there. Holy cow. I forgot she was in blackface.
Yeah, now
as well.
her blackface is, the makeup is great, but she just doesn't have any of the features.
No.
So Mac is wearing a fucking appliance. The nose is an appliance, right?
Yes.
So they want him to actually look black.
And the hair.
And
yeah,
the hair is great.
The hair is obvious.
Yeah.
Right.
But hers, she looks like just a blonde woman.
Yeah, that's a. Oh God, dude! I haven't seen. This was what 10 years ago.
But still, that's great makeup.
It is great makeup.
Like compared to Al Jolson, that doesn't even look like a fucking person.
God, I wish I had mine on me.
What about
dude,
Lawrence?
Pop it up on screen
Lawrence
right
of
now.
Arabia was one too, right? Lawrence Olivier.
yeah.
Excuse me, Lawrence of Arabia. What the fuck am I talking about? Lawrence Olivier and Othello. He played Othello, who Shakespeare so bravely put a colored dude in to their thing. I think you can say that still. Until somebody can explain the functional difference between person of color and colored person, I refuse to participate in this.
I understand
Now,
that.
that's decent makeup. It's not. He doesn't have big red lips and buggy ass eyes.
So, by the way, I have never seen this at all, and if I'm just looking at this for the first time, that looks like a black guy to me.
Yeah.
Because I've never seen this. So, That's fucking hilarious, dude.
So
we let that go down. Was that a movie?
Othello, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is a movie in America? What year?
way back.
I know there's been a million Othellos. It
was 1965, so the same year as Brown versus the Board of Education.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That was the Civil Rights Act.
Maggie Smith's in that movie.
Wow.
Michael Gambon is in that movie.
Really?
Derek Jacobi's in that movie.
God damn, those are all very famous actors.
Laurence Olivier received, let's see, all of those people, Laurence Olivier, Maggie Smith, Joyce Redmond also in there, Frank Finlay, all received Oscar nominations.
Perfect. Well, didn't Denzel do it as well?
Denzel's black.
He did Macbeth.
Macbeth, that's right.
Yeah, but
that's
also black.
No. I'm just saying, Shakespeare itself. I didn't know it was based on races.
I think we should. Well, I mean, that's not. We should remake Othello, but have Ice-T play him.
Was Othello black in the Shakespeare? He was.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
Yeah, but I think we should.
Read it.
I think we should have. Ice-T play him, just in the same character as.
Yo, I'm Ice-T.
Yeah, like,
Ugh.
Can you believe this shit?
Have you seen what he's doing right now? First of all, we did this the other day on the show. He's been in over 500 episodes of television as a series regular.
It's like him versus Boreanaz for the lead all time. I think not what do you call it, soap operas, but for actual TV shows.
Oh, he's super rich.
They got to be close.
Super rich. So I'm watching that Karen Reed thing that Dateline did last night for 2020. And obviously somebody gets murdered, and then it hard cuts to a commercial, and it's for Car Shield, and it's Ice-T. Mm-hmm. And he pops up on screen, and it's the jankiest commercial you ever seen. He goes, yo, I'm Ice-T. You ready for the worst day of your life? Yo, you got in a car accident, and guess what? You don't got insurance. And it was like, no, that's not the worst day of your life. The worst day was about 10 seconds ago on Dateline with a guy actually got hit by the car and died. Not you got a flat tire, and yo, you don't know what to do.
Don't worry about that. You know what I mean? And here's how that happened, by the way, because he doesn't need the money. Somebody called his agent and said, we'll come to the set.
It looks like it.
We'll come to the set. He stays in character, and he just reads this script. It takes 20 seconds, one take, and we're out, and here's $100,000.
Are we going to get in trouble if we show the Car Shield commercial from YouTube? It's just an advertisement. They're not ours. So who gives a shit, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
We're not making
we're giving them free advertising.
We're giving them a free ad. Well, I don't know that I would recommend getting this. I'll let you guys watch the commercial and decide for yourselves.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that insurance
just
company.
Type in Ice-T Car Shield commercial.
He's got it right here. The police department one?
Oh, no, not this one.
There's a bunch.
How many are there?
And this one has a special co-star.
It is Car Shield.
Come on.
Just watch.
All right. I've never seen this one wasn't the one that played. He was outside. Go ahead.
Looks like we got another one.
It's the husband and wife this time.
I'm telling you, he's still in character.
These calls.
Holy shit.
They're literally
They're
shooting
on
this on the
set of CSI, yeah.
On expensive car repairs.
He looks great, though.
If you comb through one of the 6,000 episodes of the show, you'll find this exact
What on earth
set.
were they thinking?
Let me guess. Watching an online video?
Is that Vivica A. Fox?
Yeah.
What's it going to take for people to know to call Car Shield before a car
He's
breaks
doing
down?
better than she
They help
is.
pay for expensive repair bills on up to 5,000 parts and systems.
We're just two people, Ice. There's only so much we can do to let people know about the unlimited miles and extra benefits that Car Shield offers. 24/7 nationwide roadside assistance, courtesy towing, and rental car options.
Oh, my God, dude. This
Car
is
Shield
so
helps people
terrible,
save
isn't
money.
it?
All they gotta do is call before they're out of warranty. car
Holy
breaks
shit.
down. It's really that simple.
Look at that.
Covered
I mean, they
repairs
just, all they did was
paid.
cover
Call
like a
Car Shield now for
garage
free
door, too, with like plastic. Wow,
Dude,
dude.
okay.
I didn't even see that one last night. What
Ross,
the fuck is going on?
You remember that ad that Joel and I
That's
made?
the one I saw right there, Bob. Yep.
that we put into the range day episode for Center Mass. Luke Hamilton. Dan, you know Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke, center mass.
Yeah.
The ad that we made for him was better than that.
Oh, yes. So this is the one.
How much is what's the budget for a commercial like that?
For this?
Yeah.
Shit. 50. And then
Oh my God.
I would say what they got paid on top of that's the only budget. And they might have, like Dan said, just gone down to the CSI set wherever they were shooting and said, all right, we'll rent out the garage next door, and then we'll just do it right here. So that way you can just come right afterwards, knock out a couple takes, and you're done. Play this one. This is the one that popped up last night.
I think I know why these commercials are the way they are, but I'll play this first.
Okay. So right after Karen retrial, boom,
You
this.
got a small problem like a power window motor, or a big problem like an engine or transmission that could cost you thousands of dollars. You're taken care of. Call CarShield now.
Call CarShield for coverage on up to 5,000 parts and get the CarShield guarantee. Call 800-661-2984. 800-661-2984.
Oh my God, dude.
Now,
Why? So why do you think these are the way they are?
CarShield, I just wanted to look up where they're headquartered because my assumption was a local production company shot this. They're headquartered in St. Louis. In fact, they're headquartered not far from First Form. And they're in O'Fallon. So
really?
We should go down there.
Yeah.
I think they hired a local St. Louis production company.
Okay.
To shoot these commercials.
Perfect. Oh, man, then that really saves you money. So those local crews, this one guy who's a massive editor, he's one of my favorite editors in the entire world. Over at FX, he's worked there for 15, 20 years now. That's how he got started, Bob. He was in, I think it was Rhode Island. That's where they were. They were in Rhode Island, and they owned the entire state, and they shot every single commercial, and they were gassing them out for $1,500, $2,500 a piece. One of them was a company, because he sent in on his resume these commercials, and I laughed my ass off on it. There was a moving company called Truck You. Just look on YouTube and see if it still exists out of curiosity.
Get trucked.
Truck You. And I guess the ads went, they were super popular in Rhode Island, and but a bunch of people called in and said, hey, dude, you can't do that anymore. Truck You.
So there's actually also, I guess, some sort of reality series called Truck You.
That's great.
So I'm not getting...
He was the first. It was like 20 years ago, but God bless those guys. God bless those guys. All right, kids. Here's what we're going to do today on this Weird Friday show. A couple weeks ago, you guys requested, when we were talking about the gayest presidents ever, to do a full episode of gay presidents. And tons of feedback, everything else. I think it was Dan. You were talking shit about Nextdoor or HOAs the other day, or Bob. And I want to do the rage Nextdoor. I want posts that make you fucking rage today. And I want to read some of these off. You guys ended up sending in 14 or 15 to us. And you were like, hey, dude, you guys got to do a show on these fucking things. My rage comes from other things. Not necessarily shit that would be like, oh, hey, I'm going to kill this fucking garden snake or whatever it is. Mine's like people who ask for dumb shit. So I'll go first if you want, because it's either Nextdoor, HOAs, whatever. And yeah, I mean, this one to me is very, very specific here in the group. Hey, ladies out there, I'm looking for a saloon girl costume from the 1800s. As if that's just kind of laying around your fucking house. Before I ordered one, I wanted to check with my neighbors here and see if you guys might have one that you no longer needed that I could perhaps purchase. I'm a size small. Here is a picture of what I'm looking for, and it looks like, pull up Doc Holliday's girlfriend from Tombstone. Why, Kate, you're not way on a bustle. How lewd.
That was his wife.
Exactly. That's exactly what this costume looks like to a T.
She was really ugly in real life, by the way.
The actress?
No.
Oh, the wife.
The wife, yeah. Pull up a picture of her. I looked this up once.
So this is identical to the costume this woman has posted here. Does anybody have one of these just laying around your fucking house that you're like, you know what? I'm not using that anymore. I'm not using my 1860s saloon girl costume anymore. And it's a size small, and I'd love to fucking give it to you. So you want to go out of your way here for that today?
Yeah. Some of these people, I can't tell if they're trolling or not.
This is so specific, though, that this is real. And it's a woman's name. I'm not going to say her name, obviously. And I see her face. Do you want to guess on an age on this one? Or a race?
50s, 60s.
Let's say late 30s, early 40s. White woman. White
fat.
woman there. No, she's a size small. And her picture actually matches it. And there's kids in it. So I'm assuming this is a real person.
Why is she posting pictures of kids?
That's her profile pic. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's weird.
What do you got?
This one is from somebody. This futon has been on my porch for a couple years. I'm ready to get rid of it. What should I do with it? And it looks like it's covered in shit and semen.
Oh, God. Every futon, a.k.a. flippin' fuck, from age, 15 to 28 is probably covered in 12, 14 pounds of semen. I mean, there's just no way at that point.
Yeah.
There's just no fucking way that it isn't here.
There's one that's too long to read. The guy at the end of it says, I'm 73 years old. Please forgive my grammar. And it's like paragraphs of shit about nothing. And it's about him spilling coffee on himself at a McDonald's.
Shut up.
And it's like, here's the manager's name, here's her phone number, here's the fucking corporate office. And he's like listing all this shit like he's trying to activate the community because he spilled coffee on himself. Like, no, just, you're old.
Oh, God, dude. If you're in the comments, by the way, Dan, do you have the comments pulled up for YouTube?
Yeah.
If you guys have one, that's fun. Feel free. Here's the next one on mine here. Question, is there a legitimate reason why someone would say they don't believe in feeding the ducks in the local pond here? I'm not going to say where this neighborhood. I'm trying to understand an interaction I just had. And then there's like 90 comments underneath this.
The comments are where it really pops off.
Holy shit, dude. There's a woman in here who goes by a movie name, so I feel fine by saying that one. She goes, she probably doesn't know that they're domesticated pets that were dumped by irresponsible owners at one point. Don't need to treat anyone stupid, just need to inform. Have you been to somebody's house besides Jared that has a pet duck?
No. Well, yeah.
You have?
Ducks and chickens, yeah. But they're like not necessarily pets.
Don't you need some form of water, though, out back behind your house for the ducks to be in? With you?
No. I mean, you know, you usually would have like a bucket, not a bucket, but a trough or something with water in it, or a pool or something, yeah.
Okay.
This is from just, 14 hours ago would have been the middle of the fucking night. This is from midnight.
Yeah,
this is from midnight last night.
I was going to say it's 2:30 in the afternoon.
And it's a man. And he says, look, so I used to have my eyebrows done. Don't judge. By a friend. Years later, now I don't know where to go. I just want my eyebrows shaped, threaded. I've also heard the term used. Any help is appreciated. What can I say? I like to look nice. All right.
Do people not have friends, too? Is that part of this as well?
I think it's got to be, because this is not something... I mean, honestly, maybe he didn't want to ask his friends, but he asked with his face and name, so I don't know how much that's helping.
Oh, this next one's dirty here. This is... Man, tell me if this one's too far, all right? On our evening walk, and someone threw out their trash on X Street. I'm not going to say where that is here in Austin. I've seen this at the Gold's Gym, too, and it's disappointing that some people think it's okay to dump their trash for other people to pick up. Now, she takes a picture of the trash and the cup and the fucking credit card receipts that was apparently stapled to this guy's bag here from P. Terry's.
Why don't you just pick it up? Maybe it was in his car and the window was down and he was driving 80 miles per hour and it fell out.
But that's also somebody's credit card number, like, you know. And they've got a fucking thing at the bottom there. You could just scan it, I guess, at P. Terry's and be like, who did this? If you're going to go this far with it, really go the distance and show up at P. Terry's and say, all right, I need to know everything about this fucking order, dude. Pull the footage. Let's see who this fucking guy was. Bob, you got any back there from yours?
Yeah, so this is from my HOA Facebook group.
Okay.
I don't really fuck around Nextdoor very much, but I guess someone, probably a kid, they're alleging a kid, broke one of the pool chairs at our pool, and that's...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there might as well have been a rape in the neighborhood.
So what are they asking for? Damages?
So the person who... No, this is like a pool chair at the public pool, at the neighborhood pool.
Okay.
Right? At the amenity center at the neighborhood.
Sure.
The person posts a picture and says, this is why we can't have nice things in the pool area. I don't understand. Why can't people supervise their kids? He has no idea who broke this.
Yeah, it could be... What if
it was a fat retard?
Yes.
Yeah.
What if it was a fat retard? Then what?
And the comments are just bucking on this one, because this is a whole community issue now, right? So the first one, I'd like to have an opt-out for the amenity center. I've never used it and never will. I don't want my money going to fixing/replacing things that irresponsible people are ruining. I don't want to be part of a lawsuit if someone gets hurt there or worse. No one is fucking suing you. if their toddler drowns in the pool unless you are the one drowning the toddler. And there's more like many allow their minor children to go to the pool unsupervised, even though pool agreement prohibits. And it just keeps going like this. I asked a couple girls several times this morning to stop pulling up plants at the pool. They ignored me, and so did their mom. So frustrating! !
Oh God, dude.
Some of them are just odd. Like this is from somebody in, like close to me actually. Does anyone know of someone in the Dripping Springs area that will shorten a few T-shirts? My dad has 6 regular T-shirts that need to be shortened on the bottom by 2 to 3 inches. Any help will be greatly appreciated. It's called a tailor, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? Just type tailor into Google. What the fuck?
That fight that you and I got into at the Super Bowl, where I told that guy I'd rape him in front of his buddy in the stadium. That was a shirt, that old Eric Dickerson jersey that I had to take in to get tailored because it was too long. Same thing. It was like $8.
Did people really not know what a tailor is?
I don't think so. I think we're living in an Amazon generation, and if it shows up and you don't like it, you just send it back, or you just order a fucking another one because half that shit's from China and it's like $3 and people just don't care.
Yeah.
Man, this one Karen in our neighborhood group, by the way, this is a guy.
Oh, God.
It's a guy Karen.
Okay.
So I read this.
Is that a Marin then?
Yeah. Right. I read this thing on RPR yesterday about like their kids riding their fucking dirt bikes around and shit.
Yeah,
like
my wife was talking about that, yeah.
And the same guy who made the pool post comments, Mom and Dad don't care. These kids growing up without rules. Like he is just living on this Facebook page to shit on, I guess, random parents from the neighborhood to be like, you're not raising your fucking kids right, and I'm getting on Facebook to tell you now.
And does he have kids?
Well, great question.
Yeah.
Let me peep this Facebook.
I'll go deep with some of this shit, I'll go into their back end.
He does have kids.
He does. But he's raising his kids right, and everybody else isn't?
He's doing it right, certainly. By spending hours a day on Facebook shitting on other people.
Yeah. I would
race.
I know. Guess that race.
Can you guess?
White?
No.
Nope.
What?
I think it's actually half Asian,
Come on.
half Chinese.
Well, they are probably teaching their kids right, to be honest with you.
So it's half Latino, half Chinese. That's all I'll say.
Well.
I could give you the name.
So what, Filipino?
There it is.
Oh, yeah, he could be Filipino.
You gonna blast this fool or what, Holmes? I know how to raise my kids. You don't know how to raise your kids. That's your problem.
This is a good one. Some idiot was asking if there's going to be a No Kings protest in Dripping Springs anywhere.
Stop it.
And it's just like, some of it is just like the standard shit you would expect to see. People like, fuck you, you're stupid, or whatever. But then somebody asked, what are these protests about? And this guy, Josh P., says, Burger King is considering opening a new location in Dripping. People are unhappy and want to stop it.
There was, by the way, a No Kings protest in Drip.
Yeah, on 290 and 12.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they have, anytime there's any kind of protest, there's like 12 people out there.
I used to live over there.
This one was actually...
I used to live off of 12.
Yeah, I know. I was actually shocked at this because there was probably 100 people out there.
You're kidding.
It's summertime. It's nice out. Got to get sun somehow.
Yeah, but it's a nice
damn it.
area. They were protesting putting in a new Burger King.
Yeah, I mean, there's a beautiful distillery down the road. Dripping Springs Distillery is one of the finest fucking places we have out there. And if you have that time off, go and have some drinks with your friends or your kids. It's got playgrounds and all that other shit out there. Highly recommend that right down the road. No need to protest out there because no one gives a baker's fuck. This one's awesome because you can do it anonymously, which kind of feels like a cop-out to me, but this one I understand. Sorry, they say, for posting this, but I'm worried about Governor Abbott signing the HB3 law, so I'm growing my own marijuana in my backyard. How does this look? Am I doing it correctly? And do you guys have any tips and or notes for me? Let me know. Happy to hear from all. The person you're probably going to hear from growing marijuana in the back of your house is going to be the police department. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You're probably not going to get the tips you were really looking for there, and that's going to end in cuffs. I don't think you're allowed to grow weed, your own weed here, right? In Texas?
Not that I'm aware of. Maybe if you got like terminal cancer or some shit.
Now, there's other pictures. It says, I've grown other things in the past. Cucumbers. Cucumbers look nice. Way to go. Tomatoes. Lovely tomato garden there. God, they added like 90 photos here. Good for them, dude. And now they're growing marijuana because they're afraid that Texas is going to cancel all the shit here. We talked about this yesterday, actually. Shit, it's still unsigned, HB3. So we'll see what happens here. In the meantime, I chatted with the CEO from mood.com. I know I said it yesterday. Promo code BROS over there for 20% off. And with those guys, we're going to go really aggressive with them next month. That way, in case this fucking thing does get signed, just order whatever you want, because getting it shipped to your house is easier than putting it onto the plane or wherever the fuck it is, dude, man. I hated doing that bullshit. God damn, dude. What do you got up next, Bob?
I mean, it's just a lot of like more kids trying to get into the pool. You're unsupervised. Let me see if there's.
Oh, I got one. Here's a great one here. Has anybody else been having problems with the recycle truck? The guy seems to be continuously missing my house and some of the other neighbors here. If it's too high, above 6 inches, they won't come and pick it up out here. Also, I heard a rumor that there is no recycling at all, and they don't have enough workers or staff in the city of Austin, so it's all just going into the regular trash. You know what? That was true in Wilmington, North Carolina when we were there.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Like, yeah, they don't recycle.
At all. They give you the blue thing, the blue trash can.
They just dump it all at the same landfill.
Correct.
Yeah, Austin's got a lot of problems right now, actually. Our air traffic control tower is less than 50% staffed.
Perfect. We fly out of there, what, every week? Every other week?
At least 4 times a month, probably.
My God, dude.
Yep.
My fucking God, man. So we're all going to die here.
This one's weird. Looking for a dog groomer in the Buda Kyle area. What, are they trying to get dogs trans as well? What would be the point?
I don't know. My God. Looking at it's fucking pickleball again, dude. The pickleball post, too. Man, that is the whitest sport on earth. Serious question here, and let us know in the chat. Does any other race besides white play pickleball? Or maybe an Asian here and there I see, but most of this is all white, right?
I haven't seen any non-whites playing.
You know what's weird is like the people that own all those professional pickleball leagues.
They're all black.
Yes. Kevin Durant owns one. There's a bunch of people that own them,
You're
dude.
forgetting people that, gravitate to a paddle or any type of racket sport.
For what?
Indians.
Oh, Indians, yeah. You know what's weird, though? I did see somebody with a cricket machine. Like, it was almost like a batting cage, but for cricket the other day. And I was like, God damn, I didn't know that really existed. And sure enough, yeah, man. Homeboy was yakking him, too, man. I mean, he was fucking beefing those goddamn things. Speaking of beef, we got some sponsors real quick to put this shit wagon on the air. First and foremost, OmahaSteaks.com. Pop it up, Bob. Look at that. 50% off site-wide for the 4th of July sale. Plus, you're going to get an extra $45 off. That 50% off with the promo code Drinkin Bros at checkout. Love them. Had them last night. Had 2 fillets last night. They say the filet is the fan favorites. Well, it's my favorite. I can tell you that. Big goddamn fan of this company. I hope they stay. I've got a meeting with them next week, and I hope they stay forever, man. Goddamn, it's been a blast having these guys on, and I love all of their fucking products, dude, across the board. From handcrafted steaks to family grilling favorites, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience for all your 4th of July grilling plans. You can enjoy USDA certified tender steaks, juicy burgers, and so much more. There's nothing quite like an all-American feeling for a 4th of July cookout. Perfect time to stock up and celebrate. with the exceptional handcrafted flavor and convenience of Omaha steak. Speaking of convenience, it'll be at your house in 48 to 72 hours. You can get rush shipping if you want it in 24. They also offer vegetables, which I was unaware of, Bob.
Vegetables, and I pointed this out to Dan. Dan, here's what I was telling you about on the baseball show. Their sides, go to their sides menu, also fucking fire.
Man.
They got pepper jack risotto cakes. Just absolutely incredible.
Shit. They got green beans and everything, too?
Yeah, they got green beans, Brussels.
My wife said they had garlic bread. She ordered garlic bread.
They do have garlic
bread,
bread, cheesy potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah, they got everything,
dude.
man. Oh, man, mushroom risotto. Yeah, they're legit.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Head on over there, man. They also carry mouth-watering burgers, chicken, pork, seafood, and a ton of delectable desserts. Get fired up for the 4th with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during the 4th of July sale. For an extra $45 off, use the promo code Drinkin Bros at checkout. That's 50% off at omahasteaks.com. And an extra $45 off with the promo code Drinkin Bros at checkout. Peruse their entire site because you can mix and match all this shit. I had a bunch of fillets sent in and hot dogs. See, I mean, you can really mix it up. Like, shit. I think I got 8 fillets and I got 4 packs of hot dogs because the kids love the hot dogs. And then I'm still on that plan, too, for the smash burgers. I love those goddamn smash burgers, and the kids ask for those like 3 or 4 days a week. So I'm a big fan here. Next up, we got AmericanFinancing.net/Drinkin Bros. This is for all you homeowners out there. Prices have been and continue to be high, and a lot of people have reached for the credit cards to pay off their bills, and then you get the old credit card bill, and whoopsies, you're looking at a 20 to 30% interest rate there. If you're a homeowner, though, you can take out some of your home equity in your house. That percentage is like 7 or 8, and that's where the savings come in. So if you call American Financing, they're licensed in all 50 states, family-owned lenders, been around for 25 years. Their mortgage consultants are salary-based, so there's no reason for them to put you in a loan that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter. Like, they're just looking to get the best deals for you. Their customers save on average $800 a month. That $800 is simply from those fucking interest payments, dude. And it adds up. Shit, a year, that's $9,600 you just saved yourself. They don't charge any upfront or hidden fees to see how much you can save. You may be able to close in as fast as 10 days. You also might be able to delay up to 2 mortgage payments, creating more savings up front. We've helped hundreds of thousands of homeowners create meaningful savings, and it's reflected in the reviews on Google. Call today at 866-887-2275. That's 866-887-2275 or AmericanFinancing.net/Drinkin Bros. Their BBB disclaimer is NMLS 182334 at NMLSconsumeraccess.org. Bob puts all of these descriptions down there in the audio and video feeds. And then we got Hillsdale on the show here. Look, Hillsdale College. Hillsdale's offering 40 free online courses right now. One of them is in honor of D'Anthony. They're the Constitution 101. It's easy to brush up on. What is it, a 12-lecture course?
Yeah, and it's all at your own pace, too, so you don't have to put up with any nonsense. But, yeah, you should really get into the basics of this stuff, like the Articles of Confederation and why they failed, the Constitutional Convention that happened afterwards, the process by which it was written, the Federalist and Anti-Federalist debates, ratification, the Federalist Papers themselves, and then, of course, into the Bill of Rights, the first 10, as we call them, just to get a good understanding of that, because, you know, a lot of people like to take liberties with meanings, but if you understand the history and where it came from, it's a lot more difficult for them to try to trick you.
Yeah, super helpful. Again, Hillsdale College offers 40 free online courses. C.S. Lewis, you were quoting the other day, is also in there. And then the U.S. Constitution is the 101 course, 12-lecture course. It's kind of like Netflix. You can just pause it, go back to it, and then boom, you're good to go, and it's free. Our country needs more Americans who understand the Constitution and can defend the freedom of American people against encroachments of an increasingly large and unaccountable government. Start your free Constitution 101 course with Hillsdale College for free right now. Go to hillsdale.edu/Drinkin to enroll. There's no cost and it's easy to get started. That's hillsdale.edu/Drinkin to register, or click the link in the show notes at hillsdale.edu/Drinkin. Last but not least, our own Hard AF Seltzer. .com. Click on that store locator, enter your city or zip, and it'll take you to the closest location nearest you. I want to shout out Ryan Mills. Ryan Mills, dude, got us into all the Total Wines for the tall boys here in the state of Texas. I just found out. So when those launch in August, that's including Texas as well. I did not know that. Thank you, Ryan. Yes, those are my fucking dream in this world. So I asked him what flavors are coming to Texas specifically. He said the Blue Raz will be in the 19.2s Tall Boys, and then the Green Apple will be in Tall Boys as well. And Total Wine is going to carve out a section in all the stores there for us to have our own SKUs, just like a real big boy company, dude. Holy shit. So thank you, Ryan Mills. Motherfucker's always working. He's down in Corpus Christi today, which I'm not really that familiar with.
I try to stay out of it.
Yeah, me too.
Personally.
Me too. But yeah, live in 12 states right now and stocking up, selling out everywhere, restocking. Delco. My God, dude. Delco, PA has bought over 300 cases in like the last week, man. And it's fucking insane.
Well, Delaware County. Where in Delco, though?
I will read it to you, actually. So
is it in Aston?
Here. Yes, it is in Aston.
Okay.
It is the Aston Beverage Outlets.
Yeah.
Do you know that place?
Yeah. Those people drink.
Fucking A, dude. If you go to well, you probably can't, but...
well, there's only two things to do there. One is to escape, and the other one's to drink to forget.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So, Bob, I'm going to text this to you here. This is how many they fucking restocked on, which... How big is that store, for Christ's sakes? It's got to be massive to order this amount of cases. I mean, reorder this amount of cases. So, shit.
It's a distributor, right? So, like, Pennsylvania has weird booze laws. You have to actually go to a beer store or, like, a liquor store to get the stuff. You can't just buy it at a grocery store.
So, is Aston a distributor up there? Because I know we're with Anheuser-Busch for the entire state, but then there's, like, 10 of them or 12 of them or something like that. Bob, I just texted you that photo there. If you can pop it up. I mean, this place.
Aston's just an area.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, so this Aston
part of Delaware County
Beverage Market, which you can pop up on screen right now. Look at how many fucking cases they ordered. This was their restock, by the way. So, yeah. Shout out to Aston Beverage Outlet out there in Delco. My God, man, you guys fucking rage out there. So, congratulations. Got a bit of breaking news here. There's a 5.2 earthquake in Iran right now.
Yeah, but before that, Salvation Army is a joke.
Okay.
I have 2 couches that are in good condition but refuse to take. Who can haul them off and how much? Never using them again. What's the expectation there from Salvation Army? Salvation Army wouldn't take my fucking garbage away. Never use them again. Okay, I'm sure they're going to suffer.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to go out of business there. What is this fucking earthquake? What are the chances that this is happening right now in Tehran?
Okay.
Is that a bomb or something?
Well, maybe. It's a 5.2, I believe.
That's very big, by the way.
Yeah, it's not small. And it happened in, hold on, let me find the name of this little city here. Go back. Traffic. Okay.
It says outside of Tehran?
Yeah, really close to Sufiabad, outside of a major city called Simnan. And a couple of things. One, it's really close to the Arabian Fault Plate.
Okay.
So they have quite a bit of seismic activity in that area. It's also about, by road, about an hour and a half away from the Imam Khomeini spaceport, which is their space. The Iranian space program's there. Stop
it.
Yeah.
Do they have one?
I don't know what is
they have
actually
satellites,
there.
I assume.
They have satellites that they shoot up there.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's probably also where they would launch any kind of like heavy munitions from. And there's a missile base not too far from there as well. So, who knows?
Okay. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Because to me, this seems too fishy when this happens right as Israel and potentially the United States is bombing them as well.
Maybe.
Would a bunker buster on either a nuke plant or, let's say, some of their other stockpile missiles cause? 5.2 is really fucking big.
Nothing that detonated. I mean,
5.1.
I'd have to look that up. I'm not sure if a bunker buster would be able to do that. However, North Korea in 2017 tested some nukes underground, and it produced a 6.2.
Holy shit.
So there's some chance that it's a nuke being tested by Iran as well.
Well, that's not great.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. And I guess Israel is just pounding the shit out of them last night, today, and everything else. So who knows?
What was the magnitude of this earthquake?
5.1.
5.1.
Okay, so
just
in
happened.
2016, North Korea had a nuke test that yielded a 5.1 magnitude earthquake, and that they estimate the yield of that weapon was between 6 to 9 kilotons. And then later in 2016, they had a 5.3 that they estimated was 10 to 20 kilotons.
Yeah, and then what was the 2017 one?
5.8 to 6.3 estimated yield between 100 and 250 kilotons.
God damn, dude.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's about 50 times the size of the little boy.
Interesting. And now what they're calling it here, and again, this is just happening now, it is understood to be a shallow quake. So what does that mean?
I have no idea. I'm not a fucking
seismologist. Me neither.
Yeah.
I quit in college. I had a minor in seismology, and I gave up.
It's an earthquake that occurs within the Earth's crust, typically of less than 70 kilometers, 43 miles deep.
That's got to be a fucking bomb, then, right?
These earthquakes are more common than deeper ones, allegedly, according to the Google search.
Interesting. What are the chances, Just what are the chances is all I'm saying here. Maybe we should send the Salvation Army out there.
Yeah, but they can pick up that fucking couch.
Yeah, it'd be great. Be absolutely fucking great. I thought we almost avoided politics altogether today, and then, shit, dude. We got a fucking goddamn thing popping off down here. Yeah, I'm looking for the next one here on Nextdoor. What do you got there, Bob?
This is the fault.
Oh, that's the fault right there?
This is the tectonic plate, the Arabian plate that abuts right up against Iran.
Where are the ley lines?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Are you? Should we get the shaman back on to discuss it? I think we should, dude.
He was just here.
I know.
With to do Malice's show.
Michael Malice said he wore the fucking helmet, right? Like he brought it to his house. Didn't he stay at his house or something like that?
I don't know about all that, but he definitely brought his helmet.
Jesus Christ, man. All right, these snake posts, dude. Do you guys get a bunch of snake posts?
Yeah, what kind of snake is this? Like, all right.
Should I kill this? Should I catch and release it or let it go? Here's my general feeling on snakes, and maybe I'm in the minority on this. Kill them all. I don't really care.
A very common theme in my group is, you could post a picture of a rattlesnake eating your toddler. Like just fucking biting its face off and trying to devour it. And be like, what kind of snake is this? And they'd be like, I don't know, but don't kill it.
Yeah, this one says, there's 63 comments. It says, don't kill this. This is a rat snake.
Getting rid of the rats.
Yeah, just getting rid of the rats. Never mind that this fucking goddamn thing is 6 feet long and would scare the shit out of not only every adult, but every single child. But let that one go. Also, are we supposed to be a fucking snake expert? Like, if I'm out with my kids and I've got a shovel on me or something, or just a rock, I'm smashing the fucking head in on this goddamn thing and walking away.
I know what snakes look like.
I don't know the difference, like a rat snake and all that other shit. And that was not a course that I took in elementary, middle, high school, or college.
I follow after St. Patrick and just chase them off my land.
Yeah, you have to, right? You have to.
There's some pretty easy ways that you can identify if a snake is venomous or not. Right? Like they have, if their pupils look like cat eye pupils, for example, if they're not round, if they have a single plate of scales going out all the way down their belly to their butthole, that's probably venomous. And then color combinations. You should just learn this stuff. You don't have to kill all of them, but, here's another one about animals. I think there may be a large wild animal that is coming through this is one of my neighbors, actually.
You know this person?
I don't know them, but I know where it is. I think there may be a large wild animal that's coming through my backyard. I am finding very large amounts of scat on my roof and on the ground. Who can I call to come check this out? Well, nobody's going to catch me. I've been shitting on this woman's lawn for 2 years. So...
This next one, man, I'm not happy with. Mom and Dad, if you're watching out there. I love the Great American Cookie Co. It's my favorite. That was my birthday cake as a child. I asked for that every single year. It's just a huge birthday cake, and then they would fill it in with a shit ton of icing on top. It's like a chocolate chip cookie, right? And then you could get basketball or football themed or whatever you wanted on it. I've got a real problem here with American Cookie Co. They refused to put an Elmo on my 5-year-old's cake. That's all he wants for his birthday. They're saying it is a copyright issue and they can be sued. I don't know. Maybe.
I've heard that about...
Maybe.
I've actually gotten that from Kinko's about printing stuff before. They told us we couldn't print stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't...
Wait, no, we were trying to print something for one of your movies one time. And
yes.
Didn't Jesse have to prove that you were the actual fucking owner of the movie or something? That was in 2019, I think.
That was for Kinko's.
It was before we moved here.
Yeah.
Wait, was that for the cruise or something? It was for something. I don't remember what it was.
The live concert movie, Shaved Eagle tour.
So that's 2017 then.
Yeah. Well, it came out in 2019. So that's why. I had to go in there and say that and sign this copyright form. So maybe that's true.
That's
look up Elmo. Are you not allowed to paint it by hand on somebody's fucking cake?
No, it's got to be bullshit.
I don't know, man.
Can you paint Elmo like injecting heroin?
Yeah, can you paint an Elmo on the side of the building and not get how does that work exactly? I genuinely don't know. But they're saying, according to this post, that it's a copyright issue. Is there anybody in the chat that can verify that?
Oh, yeah. Cake companies are generally not allowed. So if,
Is that what it says?
Yeah, if you go to Dairy Queen and you're like, I want an ice cream cake with fucking Cookie Monster on it.
They can't do it.
Yeah. Unless they have the rights, right? Unless they licensed it.
So what about Drinkin Bros? Like if somebody out there wanted to do the Drinkin Bros logo, we own it. I would never, obviously in a million years, but Jesus Christ.
Got to protect their ass, though. I mean, Disney was notorious for suing preschools that had characters on the walls painted.
Oh, yeah. We got friends of ours who were investors in Hard AF got sued from Hershey for having a Hershey's Kiss flavor. And it was a local brewery. They only did a run of 100 cans. 100. And they were like, nope, lawsuit. Lawsuit time there from Hershey. So the Elmo thing is real, huh?
Yeah.
God damn. Wow. All right.
I guess it makes sense so that you can't, because the cake.
But you're eating it. It's not like.
But someone's profiting off of your IP.
But the artist still has to draw it to make it look close enough to Elmo.
So?
With icing.
Yeah.
That's hard.
That's your IP.
I couldn't do it. Could you?
No. Well, Elmo's easier than someone else.
I still couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I still couldn't do it. I can't draw shit.
Plus, it also probably prevents, cake shops, like a naughty cake shop, from, showing Elmo getting DP'd. Right.
True, but that would be really funny.
Nobody can stop you from doing it in your own home, by the way.
Yes, but
But you're not making money.
So who cares about that? It's not about making money. It's about blaspheming Elmo.
Yeah, I
You
agree.
know what I mean?
No, I
want an Elmo cake, and I think Candace is actually listening. Is getting her hair done right now. I want an Elmo cake doing the goatsy pose.
What's that one?
The one where the dude's pulling his own asshole open.
I don't know that pose.
Bob, pull it. Yeah, you do. Bob,
the goatsy pose?
This is Delco. Be really careful what you press, because if this goes on,
is that
the
a
internet,
cake?
We're done forever.
Wait, did somebody make a birthday cake out of that?
Yes. People have done. It's been memed all the hell and back.
If we show the birthday cake,
that'll be fine, but don't touch anything right now, because I want show them the original photo first.
Oh God! No, I've never seen this.
How have you never seen? I thought we went through all of them.
No, goatsy. This is called goatsy.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can tell, but you see that on his ring finger on his left hand right there. It's a married man.
God damn it, dude! What are you doing with that?
Happy Juneteenth, bitch.
Holy shit.
What do you mean, what are you doing with that? I'll show you what he's doing with
it. Gay dudes, I understand.
He's not gay. He's married to a woman.
I know. That guy is, clearly.
Look at this. He DP'd himself.
No fucking way.
Good God.
He's got a baboon
that one even
ass.
that one even got Gary way in the back, dude, in the cheap seats back there. Holy shit,
And he took a Hope Solo pic.
Oh, look at that, dude. The male Hope Solo. He's not famous though.
In a way, he is.
Yeah. Well, he might be more famous than Hope Solo. I bet if you ask the average 40-year-old who Hope Solo is and ask him who Goatsy is, if at least a dude, probably Goatsy is going to win that one.
So is Goatsy a real person, or is this just the technique?
No, I don't know where Goatsy. It was goat.se.
Okay.
Was the fucking website that it was on.
Oh, god damn it, Bob. Fuck, I didn't even see that shit today.
Can you enhance?
No.
So I don't know if it was a Swedish guy or if they just put it on a Swedish website, but it was the only thing. It was this picture was the only thing on that website for years.
Oh my god!
And then somebody finally took it down. I don't know if the guy hosting it probably died of whatever this is.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Jesus
My favorite
Christ.
part about this picture is you can see the glisten of lube on his hand.
Well,
he was trying. You got to get in there.
There's no way you can do that.
Now turn all these pictures completely off, and then pull up the cake, and put that up on the screen. But make sure you do this in the right order. Before we get
Bob.
banned
Let's
forever.
let's go easy here because the cake was impressive, by the way. Fuck. Now that I've seen what the real thing is, Jesus Christ. All right.
Now I'll go full screen with that so we don't.
Yeah.
Everything's closed out.
All right. Everything's closed out, you're saying?
Yeah. There we go. It's a cake.
Okay, so it says Goatsy Max 18. So is that for Max for his 18th birthday?
I think so.
That appears to be the case.
He's of age.
Which means he was checking Goatsy before he was an adult there.
Oh, god damn it, dude.
But that's not even porn at that point.
If a nuke does go off and end the world like we all nuke each other, don't you feel like we deserve it after this?
Before this, for sure.
What?
This pushed me over the edge today. Go ahead and drop it.
His feat of strength?
Go ahead and drop. Yes. Go ahead and drop it. The fact that you figured this out, and then who took the photo? I mean, obviously, he's got two hands. Somebody else took the photo. Fuck, dude. Man, I didn't need to see that going in. I didn't need to see that going into the weekend either, Bob.
That's just Olympic level athlete type of shit right there.
But
I mean, absolute the determination, the willpower, the endurance.
What are you gaining sexually from that, though?
You have to ask.
I think he's just showing off.
Yeah, it's a bit of a showboat, Goatsy.
Okay.
You can't do this.
Yeah. Very true. I've also never tried.
So we don't know that you can't do it.
This is Bob. This is one of those things in life that I'm not ever going to do.
Well,
don't knock it.
Won't is different than can't.
Candace says, I tune in at the wrong time always.
Well, here you go.
You know what you got into. You knew
Goatsy.
You knew who I was before any of this started, so don't blame me for
Vice
this.
versa.
I expect
My God.
everybody knows what my birthday is, and this year instead of a fucking strippergram, I want Elmo Goatsy cake. And I want it to be a sheet cake too.
Okay. Oh, so you want the square?
Yeah, because it's not going to be round. You can't do it that way.
Yeah, you want a shadow box like the Pete Rose over there.
Yeah, this is
Pete Rose
Kermit.
jersey.
Oh yeah, Kermit does a Goatsy. I forgot about this.
Well, this meme I've seen, and I didn't know that
that's the
in
reference.
regards to a real man's asshole. Shit, dude. God damn. I'm actually happy that I don't know 3/4 this shit that you guys are pulling up. Dude.
I know. You didn't even know what lemon party was.
No,
Sounds
dude.
like you didn't have a childhood.
Yeah. It sounds like my childhood was maybe too good. And now this is the world. So that means my kids are going to be looking at this bullshit?
Yes,
It'll be
100%.
way
Oh, they
worse
already
than
are.
this.
Yeah.
Ross, I mean, this is the type of shit me and my friends, like me and my buddies, would be fucking around like 13, 14 years old.
Yeah,
And just,
your oldest is what, 6th grade now?
Yes. He'll be
so
going in
close.
6th this fall.
Yeah, dude,
by
he's
junior
seen
high,
some crazy shit.
he's going to absolutely be...
Well, I told you on the way back from football camp in Houston, we were talking about intrusive thoughts. Yeah. We were at the Astros game, actually, when he said it. Because we were sitting in that porch, that short porch that you guys were in. And I was like, look at how close we are. We could throw a fucking Sprite can at that guy. And he goes, intrusive thoughts, huh? And I was like, man, the fact that you already know what that is scares the shit out of me. So, Goatsy's next. What do you think?
Yeah, Goatsy, Tub Girl, Lemon Party. I mean, all the classics.
When
did you see it, Bob?
One guy, one jar. You watched that one.
Yes.
I remember.
But you showed that to me.
Yeah.
Pain Olympics was pretty early. Like
BME Pain
grade.
Olympics is another one, yeah.
So that skipped me too. That skipped me as well, and thank God. I didn't need to see any of that shit.
All this stuff started really popping off in like 2001, 2002. Like right when I was in like high school, 8th grade.
Gotcha.
That's when
it was popping off when I was in like 3rd, 4th grade.
Yeah. But some of it didn't come out till later either. Like 2 Girls, 1 Cup went like viral when I was in college.
So 2 Girls, 1 Cup was the first one that I was in on, where I was just like, oh, all right, cool. Like I understand.
It was all fake though, you know.
I didn't know that.
Like the shit was just like chocolate soft serve.
Was it really?
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to judge people's shit, obviously, but that one, yeah, it was like, okay, cool. And the one that hit me first was the grandma reactions to it. So, yeah. Let's see. Next up here on Nextdoor, just a reminder, if you're on a bike, to actually stay in the bike lane for your safety, and so you don't traumatize someone just trying to get home because you don't seem to understand that you're on a fucking bicycle. Obviously, I know the traffic laws. If a bike is taking up the whole lane, I would respect it. But to randomly get over with no warning is dangerous and can kill you. People are coming at me for driving near them, but what about the other cars around me? There are no issues until idiot cyclists get over with no hand signal or anything and had a very well-maintained bike lane out here. They chose to be in the bike lane, and then they decided to cut off 3 cars. Please make it make sense. Now, a lot of people end with make it make sense there. Do you have the right to drive over the bike if they kind of veer into your own lane?
Not yet, but we're working.
I feel like we're getting close,
Yeah,
right?
we're working on some legislation.
Because I think with DeSantis and the protesters, when he said, hey, you could drive over the protesters, remember he came out and said that before the No Kings parade? All those fucking people got out of the road, by the way, down there in Florida. All of them. And there's videos posted of that. I feel like we're this close to bike lanes being the No Kings protesters, where it's like, hey, dude, if you don't stay right here and you're in the road and we drive over you, that's it. You guys know my hatred for cyclists anyways, so yeah.
I understand cycling as a hobby or something like that, but dude, I like being a cyclist, especially in this town where the drivers are total ass. It is the equivalent of being like, yeah, my hobby, the way I like to get around is I like to just swim through a pond full of alligators. It's a good shortcut. It's fun for me. I get exercise. Like, you're just going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
It's a big bike town, though. Lance is
so
here.
Dumb. Yeah, I fucking hate it.
Is Lance here?
Yeah, I've seen Lance on 360.
Have you really?
Yeah, he's just fucking paddling away.
I've never seen him.
Or I guess pedaling away.
I've never seen him out there. Him and his one ball floating around on the river or kayaking or biking or any of that
Do you think he just swims in a circle because it's off balance? Or
Well-
does he have a nudicle?
I would nudicle it up. I wouldn't go uniball. I'd have to balance it out there. That'd be too much of a responsibility. So full disclosure here to the audience, he was going to come on Drinkin' Bros, and we had him booked as a guest. And they said, hey, wait till he gets back in town. And I was like, does he not live in Austin? And they said, no, he lives somewhere else. And I was like, at the time he was shooting a podcast, and he wanted to promote his podcast. I don't know if he's still doing it, Bob. But they gave me the address, and he goes, would you guys mind going over to his? And I said, no. And I just happened to be downtown around that area of where the podcast was shooting. And it was in like a 600 square foot, like tiny house on this fucking side road. And I was like, there's no way Lance Armstrong lives there.
No.
In this tiny house, man. So he's just shooting shit there. So I don't know if he does live here or not, Bob.
He owns a business here at least.
He certainly used to live here.
Okay.
Like, that's for sure. But I don't know. Maybe he moved.
All right. Here's the next one on mine here. I've got surgery on Monday and might have to possibly board my bearded dragon Rome. Is there any places that have amazing experience leaving their reptile or exotic pet? It'll help settle my nerves if I am able to make the decision to bring her to a place, then travel with her hours away just to have to sit in the hotel room in her terrarium while I am stuck admitted to the hospital for a few days. My father brought up paws and claws. What are your suggestions here? Oh, this is actually in the Wilmington group. Shit, sorry. But it just says the city, so that way I'm not outing anybody here. Here's pictures of Rome, my bearded dragon, so we don't get lost.
What the fuck is this bitch talking about?
Wait, there's an update. Hang on, there's an update. We found someone for the few days to take care of her. Thank you for all your suggestions and support from this group. You were all so awesome. Rome, and I thank you, which is the bearded dragon. And there is 78 comments on this post right now for Rome, the bearded dragon.
Anything good?
No. Good luck with the surgery. People are like rooting for her surgery, and everything's going to be fine here.
Wait, what was the surgery for?
Not sure, but if it's 3 or 4 days.
If I'm going to watch your fucking animal, you got to tell me what the surgery's for.
I agree.
Because what if it's like, oh, I'm getting my head replaced? Because I might have a fucking bearded dragon permanently now.
Sure.
How dangerous is this goddamn surgery?
Well, also, here's what else is weird is like, she said, hey, I was going to leave it in a hotel room for 3 or 4 days. Do they not need to eat for 3 or 4 days or have water?
I don't know anything about those animals. I mean, they're dinosaurs. They're little dinosaurs, but...
Every time I've gone to somebody's house with like a bearded dragon and shit, like it's a very specific person, let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because snakes eat like once every 2 weeks. So I wonder if it's similar.
Where all you need to do is like keep a heat lamp on.
Yeah, they don't need to eat every day. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a bearded dragon guy. I got one here, a lot of anger about kids driving golf carts in the neighborhood.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, fire away.
So what are the rules in Arrowhead Ranch for golf carts? I don't own one. However, I see a lot of activity in our community. Texas law says in Texas, you must be at least 16 years old and possess a valid driver's license to operate a golf cart on public roads. Additionally, some cities or communities may have their own regulations regarding golf carts, blah, blah, blah.
What's Texas law saying about her being a cunt?
Yeah, what does that say?
And then I don't fuck.
It's out of curiosity.
And then people are
every neighborhood I've ever lived in had fucking like 12-year-olds driving golf carts through it. Slow down, you stupid bitch. Jesus Christ, they're kids.
You know what else though, Bob? I will say this: city-wise, I think they banned them in Wrightsville Beach and Carolina Beach. And
no, they're at Wrightsville Beach.
No,
for kids, maybe.
Yeah,
no,
kids
on the road. I've seen them on the road.
Okay, I heard that they we're trying to pass a bill to put in a law to get them off the road.
I don't know if Candace is still there. Maybe she can answer because she's down there sometimes. I don't know if they banned. Maybe they did. I don't know. I feel like I've seen them down there though.
Okay.
Recently.
I know the side roads you're allowed to have them. I don't know about the main roads.
But this is all in our neighborhood.
Maybe it was on a side road. Yeah.
Yeah, in a neighborhood, what's your max speed in a neighborhood? 25 tops.
I think our speed limit's 25.
Yeah, same with ours.
That's what mine is.
So what the fuck?
I don't know.
I mean you have to be going 60.
Well, to fuck someone on a golf cart, you don't have to be going that fast. If you hit them with a car, but if they hit you with a golf cart, they could fuck you up. Especially some of the golf carts in my neighborhood, they're not golf carts. They're like gators.
Yeah, that's the ones are pretty nice that are cruise. She says they're still on the road and no, not on the main road. Yeah, okay. So like in Wrightsville itself, yeah, but not on main roads and shit. That makes sense.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if it was just like, a fucking muni golf cart, right?
Yeah.
Like a little thing, but
it's going like 7 miles per hour.
Yeah, they've got some jacked up golf carts going through my neighborhood. I don't give a shit.
I can't remember the name of the company. There was this one that John Daly told me about.
I've got one of those.
They go like 40 miles per hour.
Oh, not that. I thought you meant the custom ones where they can put.
Well, yeah, he's got that. He's got all those Razorback ones, and he's got a Cowboys custom one as well.
I've got a Fast and Furious one, the Paul Walker car. It's the yellow one with the fucking black flames. It's so obnoxious, and I did it just to be obnoxious with it.
But does it go that fast?
Hilarious.
I remember riding on it. It didn't seem like it had that much horsepower.
Mine does not. Yeah.
John's got a crazy one.
John Daly does?
The last golf tournament I went to, they go like 40 miles per hour.
Jesus.
Yeah, the ones.
But it's like a fucking Jeep. That's what it looks like.
Mine goes maybe 10 to 15 tops.
Try to find the one that goes in my neighborhood. It's got I think it's like a 15 or 16-year-old driving it. It's like a couple like high school kids from the neighborhood are like, go from house
Street
to house.
Rod. That's the name of it. Lauren just said.
Street Rod. Okay.
Yeah, they're fucking dope. Go to Street. This isn't. We don't work with these guys or anything, but go to Street Rod because they have all kinds of crazy ass.
How much are they?
Custom ones. I think this is the one he's got right here.
Because was it him that had the General Lee one at that event we did?
No, that's Kid Rock.
Oh shit!
Yeah, they have. That's
fucking dope.
Put it up on the screen. But they've got all sorts of different designs and shit too. They have bigger ones than this.
Is that a Bentley, dude?
That's like just an old timey.
That's like a
Bro.
I think the one he had was like a 47 Ford or some shit like that. I can't remember exactly what it was.
How much are these?
They're like $26,000. They're not.
Shit.
That's not super expensive for really nice golf carts.
I'm not fucking rich enough for that bullshit, man. I wish. By the way, this is the point in being rich, is so you can do shit like this.
Yes.
This is awesome, dude.
These are fucking rad.
Wow. Yeah, I've never seen one of these.
They have you can get them customized too.
Dude, these are dope.
Yeah.
Pull some of these up, Bob.
But he's got he's got one that's big as shit. It's like it's a 4-seater. It's got like a fucking it's got trunk in the front and back where he has coolers installed on it.
Okay.
He's got like AR mount rack mounts
Yeah.
in there. I mean, it's dope as shit. Obviously, John's crazy, but
blow this photo up. So that's a golf cart, huh?
Yeah.
God damn, that's awesome. Holy
yeah, Candace,
shit.
Candace says Mokes are that's a similar one. She says Mokes, M-O-K-E-S is one that everybody's getting down at the beach right now.
What's Mokes?
I don't know. Look it up. Go to M-O-K-E-S. Look that up.
That's the dopest shit. Like, that's why you're rich right there, to buy stupid shit like this.
People are bringing up the dangers of golf carts.
Look at that.
Yeah, on in Nextdoor or
how much
in
these
the
are
chat
like
right now?
These got to
In
be
the
like
chat.
30 or 40 grand. Look at the size of that thing.
Holy fuck, dude. That Moke is dope as shit.
Yeah, how much do these cost?
How much is that, Bob? Damn, dude.
Let's see here. Shop. 25.
Oh, that's not bad.
Well, it's the same price. God, that's fucking awesome.
You can get in a lot.
I just think I'm getting a car over this.
I know, same
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, but like
that's where I live too. When you're poor, you say that.
Yeah,
That's what I say.
People that are buying these aren't deciding between this and a car.
Correct.
They're deciding between this and spending it on wine or something.
And Delco,
Oh my God, look at
that's
that
the
thing.
poorness inside of me where I'm like, yeah, dude, I can't do this. I can't pull the trigger on something like this.
So this is their 007 edition.
Whoa,
James Bond.
dude.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
That's sick, dude.
Might have to get one of those.
God damn it, man. I am fucking poor.
Moke, if you're out there, let us know.
Let's get Candace a little
Look at
closer.
this. Look at this one. For the ladies.
That's kind of gay.
Yeah, but it's for women, though.
Yeah, but I got to ride in it. I'm not doing that.
Well,
fuck out of here.
Maybe you're not, because it looks like Homegirl's just taking her friend to play tennis.
Yeah,
She's
they're
doing
going.
doubles.
They're going to play scissors.
This one's sold out.
With the John Elway edition?
Oh, boy. Too soon.
No, it's not even soon enough.
Too soon for Elway there. These are fucking
$35K
rad.
for that Lily Pulitzer edition. $35K.
Man.
That's the base model. So if you get the one that has a 75-mile range, it's $37,825.
Is there like a curator of just cool shit like this that when you get rich, you can just call them to be like, all right, get me this fucking rad shit that I've never heard of, seen, or whatever? Because I don't even Google shit like this because I can't. I'm not dropping $26K on a fucking golf cart right now. If I was rich, yes, I would. But if there's a curator of like a list of shit like this, like right as you make it, there's got to be like a dollar amount of like, hey, you've got $10 million in the bank. Congratulations.
I think it's your wife
You
because
think so?
she's been on Pinterest and TikTok for the last 10 years, looking at weird ass shit like this that you can do.
Okay.
Remodeling your house, buying weird little shit like this. Like Candace knows about these boats. They're like $400,000 or something like that, and it's a tiny little boat, but it looks like a fucking. It looks like cars. Like they have a Mini Cooper version. It's like $400,000 or some shit.
Find that.
I wouldn't have even known that it existed. So I'm pretty
I've
sure.
never heard of that.
I'm pretty sure that your wife already knows, like house hunter type stuff, and then weird. What do you call it? Recipes, and then just life hacks in general. That's all Pinterest and TikTok.
Well, so she knows all that. I don't think she knows about this cool shit though, because this is all new.
Yeah, but I think once you reach that higher level of income, your algorithm changes a little bit. And you start seeing this stuff. It's $200K for that thing. It's crazy.
It's $200K for that boat?
It's a Fiat, not a Mini Cooper. Yeah.
Oh, pull it up, Bob.
Yeah,
it's on screen.
It's like a Fiat boat. I can't remember what. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it's called.
Boat,
but it's like a
dude.
mini. It's a Fiat mini boat, and it's like $200,000.
I still call them miniature Cooper because I respect it. You know, I don't just say mini.
Well,
I say the full name.
it's the UK, so there's no reason to respect it, to be honest. But do what you want.
If
It
it's
seems
here,
like,
though.
it seems like a waste of time.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's one of them.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, and they come in like a bunch of different colors and shit, but it's like the kind that you would tow behind your real boat, or like down in Wrights, down in Wrightsville, you can hook it up to your boat and then go to the small islands.
Go
and
to
shit around
fucking
there.
Masonboro, Masonboro Islands.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Did we have video of this goddamn
Oh
thing?
yeah.
Oh shit. This thing moves.
Somebody with a yacht.
This is no dinghy, my friend.
Somebody with a yacht at the place we stay at in Boca when we go down there has a couple of these. They're fucking cool as shit.
Wow, look at that.
But again,
thing,
it's only like you don't.
There's another one next to it.
Yeah,
look at that blue.
That's the one that they had as the teal color one. So you only don't know about this because you're poor.
I know, and it sucks, dude.
Yeah.
God damn.
But I mean, they should make a monster truck version for dudes, and then we can have his and hers because I don't.
Yeah.
I gotta honestly.
I can see Dan driving one of those.
I feel like if I'm driving this thing, I've got to do something else to establish my bona fides, like have a fucking raw steak in my left hand as I'm driving with my right, or something. Otherwise, gay people are going to start showing up.
Can we get a boat that rolls
and trying to convince
coal?
me of stuff? Yeah.
The what?
A coal rolling boat.
What's the coal rolling boat?
Remember,
Oh, the old school ones? No. I love those goddamn things.
No. Like pull up coal rolling.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
You don't know what coal rolling is?
Wait, I might be thinking of the wrong boat, dude.
Yeah, it's a diesel truck that, like, when it was kind of like a redneck protest to all the environmental shit back in the day.
I'm thinking of something totally different. Pull this up
Pull
here
up a
before I
video.
You're
embarrass.
thinking of a steamboat.
Yes, but before I embarrass myself further. No, you know the ones with the wooden fucking things that it's all just coal in the goddamn air and it's just
rolling coal, baby.
Yeah, look at that. Why is this the worst video that's ever been?
Yeah, this is very similar to the actual boats. Okay, so I'm not a fucking moron. All right.
Hey, speaking of crazy shit that rich people buy,
Yeah.
that music video I did with Riff Raff just came out today.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Rolling coal, baby.
Look at that.
Look at that, dude.
Fuck your environment.
Holy shit. But by the way, that is exactly like those boats.
That's exactly what a house in China looks like, too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
By the way, I think it would be. I would. Obviously, terrorists are terrible, right? But I don't know.
If you have to start your comment off with distancing yourself from terrorism, it's probably
Come
not
on,
gonna be great.
dude. He's been against rape from
I don't know.
year 3 or 4 on this show.
It's 5 actually.
I don't know that I wouldn't be at least slightly amused if a terrorist rammed one of those Fiat boats full of explosives into like a battleship or something.
Oh, like a cartel fucking.
Oh, that's a power move.
Like, what was it? The USS Cole? They just rammed like a shitty little dinghy.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever made like a? We could do this with AI now. Gay Al Qaeda.
Qaeda?
It's just like super gay Al Qaeda. It's like
Talagay?
It's Talagay, yeah.
But are all the head wraps rainbow flags? and
Everything's
shit?
rainbow.
That'd be great.
Everything's super gay. They're really well dressed.
By the way, I'm going to point out on this bearded dragon post that had 78 comments on it, not one negative. Usually there's some smartass in there who's just like, man, they're all really rooting for this woman and her fucking bearded dragon down there.
Somebody needs to get involved in that.
Wow, dude. And then, somebody fucking stepped up and actually watched it during her surgery. And she got the fucking thing back, dude. Good for her. Holy shit. Holy shit. There is good people in the world.
This is a terrible one.
Which one?
Looking for one-time lawn service. I'm disabled and my husband usually takes care of our yard work, but he fell last night and we ended up in the ER and he got stitches. He is unable to do the backyard at the moment and it is a bit overgrown. The owners of the house are putting it on the market and are having a realtor come out shortly. Any recommendation on a range of rates? We are low-income households since I'm not able to work, so unfortunately price is a factor. Thank you for your help. That sucks.
Wow.
And
dude.
you know what? You know what's annoying about this? I just saw this from like a week ago, so I'm sure it's already been resolved now. But all the responses are the phone number to a landscaping crew, or offers to come do it for, and my rates are affordable. Just go fucking cut their lawn for free, you piece of shit.
Yeah. God
what the
damn.
hell? Like how you see that response from somebody in like close to you, at least in your neighborhood, and you just don't go mow their lawn for them. It's an old lady.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, or at least rob them or something. Like show up and cut the lawn, but steal some of her jewelry because she's not gonna know.
Yeah.
And obviously they don't have kids because the kids would have taken care of it, right?
Yeah.
Steal something from the house, make it worth your time, but don't fucking charge her. And then she thinks you're a good person still.
That's it.
And it renews her faith in humanity and maybe helps her heal from whatever permanent condition she has. You don't know.
I will say this. There was somebody that got injured in my neighborhood, and there was a kid who had helped out with like power washing or something like that, and went over and did it for free. Mm-hmm. And then we all ended up hiring him in the neighborhood for helping out this person, you know. So there is some good shit occasionally, But most of this is crazy, dude. And this bearded dragon, I've never seen so much love for somebody with a goddamn bearded dragon who was going for surgery for 3 days.
Yeah, I feel like that's really niche, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if it was a dog or a cat, somebody would have been like, oh, yeah, of course I'll do that. But it's some kind of weird-ass animal.
78 comments and not one negative. That's really rare on the internet today.
Hey, I got bad news for you, Dan.
What's up?
I used ChatGPT to make flamboyantly gay Taliban, and it says, I can't create an image like that. It combines sensitive cultural, religious, and sexual identity topics in a way that could easily be interpreted as offensive or disrespectful.
Okay, well, you got to be more clever with the prompt, obviously.
No, I should not have to do that. That's fucking ridiculous.
No, that's how it always
saying
works.
That's offensive? How is that offensive?
Well, they hate gays.
They hate gays.
That's what's offensive.
Right. But
that's fucked.
We also can't, also hate the Taliban, I think you're the one who's insensitive here.
When in Rome.
All right.
Ross, I have cornrows. I see what you're doing.
Yeah,
that music video came out, though. I wanted to just say that. It's called American Man.
American Man?
Yeah.
I wish we could play. They'd ding us on YouTube. How is Riff Raff to work with?
He was super cool to me because we got a mutual friend in Laser. But,
okay.
I want to see if
Is that the one we gave you the Hard AF seltzer for it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we promoted the Hard AF in there. I'm in the music video with an American flag hat. There's a cowboy hat and American flag suspenders, racking a shotgun while these strippers were caressing my groin. If anybody wants to go watch that, it's Doc Backer and Riff Raff, American Man.
What is it? Doc Backer and Riff Raff, American Man?
And
okay.
Also,
is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. And also, this should make Dan happy. I realized that subconsciously I got cornrows. I wanted to get them yesterday. And I think subconsciously I wanted to do that because it was Juneteenth.
Oh, shit, dude.
Yeah.
You did actually get it done on the exact day.
Subconscious racism.
Yeah, there you go. Or subconscious support.
Oh, yeah.
For
I'm
another
not
race.
Racist. The only people that ever get upset about stuff like this is always liberal white women.
Yeah, of course.
And the gays, but whatever.
Of course. Was it gay people are mad at cornrows?
Dude, they're the people who are always thinking that, they're the sensitive ones, the liberal gays.
I find it, to me, like I understand that the hairstyle came from Africa, but corn didn't. Otherwise, they wouldn't be trying to escape that place.
Yeah.
So why the fuck do you get to? You're stealing my culture.
Yeah. So what's going on here?
Call it something else is all I'm saying. My culture is not your costume.
It sure is. Corn, we did that, dude. That should be Corn's new slogan. Corn, we did that.
If they wanted to call them, fucking dirt rows or whatever the fuck is in Africa, because it sure as shit ain't corn.
Yeah.
Rows of child soldiers, maybe call it that.
Or
get fucked.
You should do that T-shirt, cornrows, and it's just cornrows, and it says, "We did that, dude."
with me with braids.
Yep, we did that, dude.
Hey Dan, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
When you were over in the Middle East,
allegedly.
Sure.
Did you ever actually experience the whatever you want to call the terrorists over there actually like killing gay people actively?
No, they're all super gay, but the government will.
Come again?
So it's against the law to be gay, but they don't like adjudicate what is gay the same way you and I do. Men hold hands and shit a lot. There's a saying in certain parts of the Middle East, Iraq is part of that as well, where it's women are for procreation and men are for pleasure. It's very gay over there.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not so much in Saudi Arabia, though. They'll just cut your head off over there.
It's not gay. It's just old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just two men celebrating each other's strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard.
Hold on, I'll say. You know what Caesar's nickname was, right? Or what they said about Caesar, right?
What's that?
They said he was every. God damn it! It was like every woman's lover and every man's lover. Let me look at the exact phrase.
Every woman's lover and every man's lover.
You best come prepared.
Yeah, and then Bob, you just put the microphone back down after that?
Yeah, you should take that microphone and wrap it around your fucking neck.
And hang yourself right now.
Or shove it up his ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna goatee myself. It was
Holy shit.
He was every man's woman and every woman's man.
Okay.
He was a dirty slut.
Yeah, he was.
Who took it any way he could get it.
Caesar?
Yes, Caesar.
So Caesar got fucked by dudes.
I think he was a top, though, right?
No. No. He was both.
Not according to Brutus.
That's true.
It's called being versatile.
Yeah, it is. At two Brute, and he was shocked by the knife.
I don't think it was a knife.
Dick.
I'm starting to think it was a little
It was
something
his
else.
dick,
Ross.
yeah. Might have pierced his asshole there. And that's how he bled out. Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
He got spit roasted to death.
Oh, God. That's how Caesar really died? Could you imagine?
I've been getting a lot of compliments on that Somalia joke from the other day.
Oh, yeah. That's a great one. That was a great one.
And it's also true.
It is.
But it's, to be honest, it's kind of a repackage of an old Sam Kinison joke. I'm sure you remember the one, right? Like, we should stop sending food to Africa. You're not doing them any favors, right? If you want to eat, go where the fucking food is.
Yeah.
That's the solution. Just leave Africa. Everybody else left like 40,000 years ago.
They can't leave now, and
well, you just got to hose them off a little bit.
But why don't they just grow food? Like, I don't.
What do you mean? Why? Because they can't.
It's just the climate is too intense.
Yeah, it's fucked. I mean, no, that's not true because this certain group of people started farming, created huge farms, and now they're getting murdered. White people.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
white people did that. Yeah. And Rhodesia before, and now they're fucked. Zimbabwe's fucked. And
South Africa.
Mozambique a little bit, and South Africa, yeah. And they're just going to murder them all now. So.
You know who hit me up yesterday was Clayton, and he goes, "Hey, dude, going to shoot this movie. He's like, you'll never guess where." And I was like, "Do I need to guess, or am I really never going to guess?" And he goes, "No, for real." And he goes, "Just watch my Instagram tomorrow." He's in fucking Kenya.
Oh, nice.
Does Africa offer some fucking tax credit that I don't know of?
Yeah.
Kenya does?
Didn't we just discuss this?
No.
Yeah, Kenya's got like a bunch of movies coming out.
Why Kenya?
I don't know, but they like definitely tax incentives.
I mean,
Kenya actually has really good agriculture too. I think 75%. It's an agricultural country in general. I think.
Is it a real country?
Oh yeah, like 70 or 80% of people in Kenya are farmers. They do it well up there.
Okay.
But these are like East Africa, all from the top all the way down. So I guess Egypt's fine, but from like Eritrea, Somalia, Ethiopia, all the way down the coast, and then Rhodesia used to be nice until they turned it into Zimbabwe. And then all the way down into South Africa. Now, South Africa in 25 or 30 years is going to be hungry again.
Yes.
And people are bitching about like, oh, these white people have all the farmland. It's like, no, they bought land and turned it into farmland.
So they could eat.
With work,
yeah.
You see.
That's what work is.
So look into that maybe.
Next up here on Nextdoor, let's see. I am getting my 4 wisdom teeth removed this coming Monday. All of my friends are telling me that they are shocked that I won't be asleep during the whole procedure. Yes, I'm shocked. I've had my wisdom teeth pulled. That's fucking miserable. They said that when they went through this, they would fall asleep and wake up and everything is done. My doctor is going to be using inhalation of nitrous oxide.
Fuck yeah, dude. Whoa, 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 whoa.
An
analgesic.
Yes. What is that?
Tylenol.
Fuck, that's not enough for that. Have you had wisdom teeth pulled?
Yeah.
So did I.
I was
out.
The fuck out.
I was knocked the fuck out, and I kicked a nurse in the head when I was knocked out, and then she had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, they put that like big rubber bite block in the front to keep your jaw open while they fuck around back there. Yeah,
dude,
that's the way it was. They put me in. I don't think I did general anesthesia, but I did do. They gave me enough gas to be completely out. Like I don't remember any of that shit.
I don't either. So I was out. Not only that, I was in 7th grade. And that was the first time that I had Vicodin because the pain afterwards for a week was so intense that I couldn't go to school. And there was a lot of fucking blood.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the end, right there.
I had gauze.
Well, most dental stuff, you don't end up having to get your gums sewn shut. But with that, not always, but most of the time you do.
So that, dude, my mom had to put like packs of gauze in there, and then I'd take like a half of Vicodin a day for like 7 days. But that's how much fucking pain it was. And yeah, no, lady, you should not go to this place. Holy fuck. Are you kidding? Tylenol? That's not where we're at today, is it?
Is she, where is she? Is she in Mexico for this?
No, this is fucking North Carolina.
That's not safe.
I'm on a community feed right now. And
do you remember,
like, dude, what?
Do you remember that, that fake doctor that was somewhere in Florida. I can't remember if it was Miami or what, but they rented out hotel rooms to do BBLs, but that dude was just injecting concrete and shit into people's asses.
Yes. Yeah.
That sounds like what this is, to be honest.
So I'll say this. I had a cyst removed. And homeboy, afterwards, it was like 6 stitches. You were here. And he goes, so yeah, I'm going to give you some ibuprofen and whatever. And I'm like, motherfucker, you just cut me open, removed the cyst and all that other shit. So I had lidocaine and then 6 stitches. And I couldn't go back and get the stitches removed for like 10 days. And I go, you're going to need to amp that up. And I go, what the fuck is the problem here?
I do miss the good old days. I got some spall removed from the back of my right leg.
I had that as well. Yeah.
Well, spall is like shit from an explosion, but
mine was shit from like just building up in the back of your leg.
Yeah, that's probably calcified stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's they gave me like 30 Percocet after that, and it was just like a small incision in the back.
Correct. Yeah.
And then they used I'm talking about like small, not big.
No, same here.
And they just gave me like 30 perks.
I didn't get that.
So there was a benefit to being around when Big Pharma was poisoning all of us, I guess.
It's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah. So I got, for that incision, I had the same incision you did, and it was probably the size of this, right? The size of a dime or something like that. But this motherfucker gave me exactly 3. He goes, I think this is 3 days worth of pain. And I go, okay, so what does that mean? And he goes, I think 3 Vicodin is good enough. And so he called in 3 Vicodin, and that was it. And I was like, bro, I'm with you. Back in the day, whatever you had, they were like, cool, man, here's 30 fucking Percocet. Have a good month.
The half-life of Percocet is 3.5 hours, which means you would need 3 for a day.
Yes.
Technically speaking, right? At a minimum.
That's craziness, dude.
But yeah, that's we're overcorrecting on the other side now. Although you could just do ketamine, I guess.
Well, that's tough because you could accidentally K-hole on that, which is fun.
No, they'll give you the right dose.
If you got kids and shit, you're good.
Give it to the kids too.
Yeah. One of these two, I like the other people who just comment weird shit just to do it, of like, man, this movie will take you back. So fun. And it's I Know What You Did Last Summer, the original one. And that, like, that you went out of your way to post that in a community group. Like, hey, go watch I Know What You Did Last Summer. It'll really take you back.
Mm-hmm.
That movie's 25 years ago. Maybe longer. 2000, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, it's old.
Yeah, no shit.
It might be late 90s, actually.
Cool. It'll take you back if you were alive back then. Otherwise, like, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, you're probably 50, 60 years old at that point. That'll really take you back over there, man. And then these other people, man, who are just looking for babysitters, like just out into the wild.
Yeah, go on, like there's apps for it where they have background checks.
Yes. What is it? Bob Urban something or whatever. Like, I wouldn't just put this up in a city group and be like, hey, let's just trust it.
I use WAG for my dogs, but there's one, I think it's the Care app. You can find
Care. There's Urban something. Urban Sitter. That's what it is.
I don't know about Urban Sitter, but Care I know about, and you can like they're all background checked and reviews and shit, not just some random dickhole on a website.
So we use Urban Sitter in an emergency, Jesse and I, back in the day, and now Homegirl was super fucking late by like an hour, and there's nothing we could do but put up with it at that point.
Yeah.
And when I asked her why she was late, she said, just having a tough morning, you know? Just kind of a tough morning. And I was like, she's like 23, 24 years old. And I was like, what does that mean exactly? She goes, do you ever have those mornings where you just don't want to get out of bed? And I go, I do.
Yeah,
but
it's every day.
It's every day. And also the job is what gets me up and then to make a living to do this. So what the fuck are we talking about right now? And yeah, sure enough, she just... Dude, it was over her head, but that was Urban Sitter.
Life's tough.
Yeah. The kids were fine.
Did you leave a bad review?
I didn't. I'm not. Do you do that to people? I won't do it.
You have to. This is part of being in the community. If somebody's being a turd out there, you got to let other people know.
Okay.
Right?
She was a nice person.
That doesn't matter. The job is not to be nice. It's to do the fucking job.
I agree. But do you leave reviews for Ubers?
No, I don't care about that.
I don't either.
That to me is not real.
Even that guy that I hucked the White Claw at down in a few years ago down in Louisville, I didn't leave a review for that guy.
Takes a lot for me to leave a
Same
negative
here.
review.
Yep. Like it would take a lot. And if I'm pissed off about something enough and I want to let the world know about it, I'll just do it here on the fucking show. But like, I don't want to go out of my way to leave that review right now for like an Uber driver or even the urban sitter. She was nice enough. The kids were fine. Like everything was all right.
I mean, I guess it depends on what it is, right? Like if somebody can't follow basic directions, then they need to get counseled.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Ah, man, here's another one. This will go back to what you were saying earlier. Going to take this well-used love seat apart and take it to the dump on Saturday unless somebody wants it for free. I live in, I'm not going to say where this is. It may rain, so I might just want to leave it in my garage, and maybe you can knock on the front door. It is the best couch for napping. DM me if you're interested. And I'm looking at the picture of this couch. This has been fucked on or goat-seed on, it looks like maybe 800 times in its life. And it's like, no, dude, nobody wants your bullshit couch here.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's relatively new, why would somebody want this? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I've purchased used furniture before, like maybe 10 or 15 years ago. When you're young, it makes sense, I guess. But not...
Have you ever bought a dirty old couch? I've only done it once. When I moved to L.A., where I was real desperate. I didn't have any fucking money. We had a Russian landlord, and he goes, you don't have furniture? And I was like, no. We literally just moved here from cross country, and we got nothing. So we're going to go and get stuff. And he goes, I give you my entire living room. And he made his wife get up off the couch. And he goes, $600 for everything in the living room. And it was this fucking dirty, horrific brown couch. But they were married, so I was like, okay. It was probably just the two of them sitting on it or fucking on it, so I was okay with that. One of those, remember those circular chairs?
Ottoman?
No. They kind of sit at a slant on top of, looks like a little circle fucking case underneath it there. It's like a one-person sitter, you know? A TV that wasn't a flat screen and then just kind of like a TV rack. All of it for $600. And I said, yeah, I'll do that. Let's fucking do it. And then he made his wife get off the couch. Didn't get to test it out or anything else. He helped move it into our place, and then I sat on it. She must have been sitting there for 14 hours because when I sat down, it was still fucking warm.
Did you ask at all if she came with the couch?
My roommate was this close to being like, hey, man, do you get to throw one in for us, or how does that work out?
Or at least let me watch you guys fuck on it one last time before.
Yeah, well, neither of them were attractive.
That doesn't matter.
That's the problem. I don't want to watch two fat people fuck.
Oh, they were fat. That's gross.
I don't want to see it.
Not doing that.
I don't want to see it. Sorry, I just don't. I got one more here before we get out of here because I was unaware this is a thing. Looking for recommendations to get permanent eyebrow tattoos. Is that something that a shop does or somebody else does?
Yeah, I mean, there's different. It's actually really common. It's called microblading, right?
Microblading, I understand, but what do they tattoo on an eyebrow?
Microblading is like, tattooed behind the hair, and then if you're a chola, I guess you just get the whole thing done.
Well, cholas I've seen, or a chola, I'm sorry, but they'll just take a stick of whatever, mascara, whatever it is, and then just draw the eyebrow on.
I don't know what it is either. We're outside of our fucking purview here. We're saying crazy things. You just have to forgive us. I've never paid much attention to my eyebrows.
No.
Or anyone else's for that matter.
No, I haven't either. But Bob, you're saying that's a common thing?
Yeah, it's fairly common for sure.
Google it real quick, eyebrow tattoo, and let's see what's in the Austin area. Because is it just a line, or are you trying to get like something like this?
Perfect Brow Studio, June's Brow Co.
Are you asking? Yeah, women get their eyebrows tattooed like all the time.
Forgive me, I did not know. I don't know what this is. So you're saying that's a tattoo right there, Bob?
Yeah, it is.
It's just to like help fill it in if you have like thin eyebrows.
Whoa,
it's probably especially useful maybe if you get older and you're losing a little bit of like thickness, or I don't know if you remember this, but for a long time, looking back at some pictures from college, those bitches plucked the shit out of their eyebrows.
Yes. Oh yeah, for 100%.
And it fucked them up, probably some of them.
And you think this is why you got to get tattoos because it's permanent enough?
Yeah, but a lot of people. No, that's not the only reason. The other one is the Kardashians. So they started this trend of microblading. everybody does it now because of them.
And what is microblading exactly? So
I mean, you can look it up.
I thought it was like they take a thread or something.
No, that's threading.
Okay,
that's actually to remove hair. Microblading, you like tattoo. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on what your personal need is or whatever. But yeah, read from this.
I think it just adds depth.
Yeah, so it's semi-permanent. So it's not necessarily like a tattoo, but it enhances the appearance of eyebrows, creating the illusion of fuller, more defined brows. It deposits pigment into the skin, so it's not like ink necessarily.
Well, there's new injections you can get that, and maybe this is what microblading is doing now, but there's new injections you can get all over that literally change the color of all of your skin. Right.
Pigment-wise?
Yeah, so you can make yourself black now if you really want to.
Really?
You can. I guess you can intentionally fuck up your credit and take the good battery out and put the bad battery into your smoke alarm as well. But I just mean physically.
Sure. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Fucking A, man.
Yeah, this is why, by the way, these stupid trends that you have to go back later on and fix from yourself is why I usually like the classic look on broads and why I've had the same haircut for 25 years. I'm not changing shit.
It's why I like buying Ralph Lauren and shit. Always looks good.
Does it?
Polo?
Yeah. Ralph Lauren polo.
Classic.
It doesn't always look good.
It does always look good.
I mean, it looks like Bob, so you can carry that on for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Rob has not looked different in 20 years.
No, the rugby sweater is going to be a look for you until you die.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I don't... I'm kind of... Look, I'm with you because I'm one of those people, if I find a good pair of jeans or sweatpants or shorts or whatever, I'll just buy like 5 a piece because they're comfortable as shit, and I don't want to take the time to go and shop other brands and things like that. So
now the question for
I
Rob,
understand that, Bob.
The question for Rob, though, is when does the hat go forward?
I do it forward sometimes.
You do it when you're picking up your kids because you're embarrassed to wear it backwards.
Sometimes. I was backwards today when I dropped my kid off. But
really?
Yeah, if I go to like a birthday party or something, and I decide to wear a hat, I'll wear it forwards like an adult.
Because a lot of people ask me all the time, like, why I'm always wearing hats on the shows and shit. It's just simply to promote in case one of these clips goes viral for our companies. I've got a full salad, but I would love nothing more than at the end of this, like if Hard AF Seltzer, when it sells one day or all that other stuff, just to go back to fucking just a good old-fashioned shave head. I saw Brad Pitt shaved his head the other day for that F1 premiere. I was like, man, just a shaved head would be so fucking easy. And especially down here in this goddamn heat, man, I'd love just to shave my goddamn head.
You got a pretty big head to be cruising around
that's
with
the
a
thing,
shaved one.
dude. I've got a... Dude, I'm wearing...
I don't know if I would shave it.
You don't think so?
It's big.
It is. I know.
The older you get, the bigger it gets. So I don't mean for you. I mean for everybody.
For everybody,
right?
yeah. I'm a 7 7/8. That's pretty big, right?
Yeah, once you cross over 8, that's like being 400 pounds, basically. Like, you can't come back from that.
No shit. Is 8 is 8 too big?
Do you know anybody that has a size 8 head?
I don't know anybody with fitted hats.
Barry Bonds?
No, Barry Bonds, though. That's the biggest head I've ever seen in real life.
I think he shrunk up.
Him and Serena Williams, in real life, that is the biggest male and female head I have seen ever. Number 2 under Barry Bonds is a shocker, dude. It's Leonardo DiCaprio. He has a fucking basketball for a head.
Big
dude.
heads book.
I know. They do, man. Shit. Maybe that's why we only sell like fucking. We don't sell any fitted hats on Drinkin' Bros.
No, I mean, we shouldn't. We should not even sell fitted shirts. To be fair.
Yeah.
We've got a rotund audience.
We got a thing here because we're gonna get to the Drinkin' Bro of the week now. We've got. I was talking to Brandon, our merch guy, and he goes, dude, do you realize out of all the shirts we sell on the site, like only maybe 2 smalls a year is what we sell? And I'm dying laughing because he goes, because for men, by the way, not the women's shirts, but he goes, for men, maybe 2 smalls. And he goes, I don't even know if it's worth even keeping that size anymore. And I go, get the fuck out of here. And he goes, no, dude. He goes, the entire audience. He goes, I go, what's the most popular? And he goes, X through XXX.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fucking A, man. Maybe there's something to it. All right, kids, now's the point of the show. We get to the Drinkin' Bro of the week. Bob, go to drinkinbros.com. We got the new merch up there. We got the new shirt. Is Popin' Ain't Easy up there?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude. Look at that. It's D'Anthony Hollaway there. Popin' Ain't Easy. Oh, I like that maroon one, dude. Shit. All right.
I haven't seen that color.
That's dope. I haven't either. Brandon just add that to the site now? If you're listening, Brandon, I'll call you after the show, bro. But love that shirt. What else do we got on there? We started selling the coolers. So the coolers are right there. This, by the way, man, there's limited amounts available because we ordered extra for Bro Box. This was in a Bro Box maybe, 4 months ago, I think?
Yeah.
These things fucking rock. My
really
wife
nice.
takes them everywhere.
I use it almost every day.
Forever, dude. Like, this is one of the greatest items we've ever made. There is some limited left. It's the Drinkin Bros 18 can cooler. So it does hold 18 cans of Hard AF seltzer or whatever beer or else you're drinking, dude. And that fucking thing doesn't leak. It doesn't do anything, and it's beautiful, dude. Brandon, you knocked that out of the park with that one. Yeah. But you can also submit for Drinkin Bro of the Week while you're over there, and it gets emailed to us live on air. You can also do it on the app. The Drinkin Bros app is free on iPhone and Android, and 30-second videos on there. So people have been posting wild-ass videos and shit on the wall. It's exactly like Facebook. We just don't have admins for it or whatever. Just no underage shit, and we're fucking cool. Thus far, surprisingly, I mean, it's been going on now for 7 months. Everybody's been fucking rad. Mm-hmm. So I don't think we've deleted anything, to be honest with you. So yeah, it rocks, and you can submit for Drinkin Bro of the Week on there as well. This one was just submitted by Ross Verbich from Pennsylvania. Listener since 2020, wants to nominate Brett Verbich, living, and he's saying, help a vet get his 2A rights back. He said, this is going to be a bit of a unique DB of the Week submission. I'm asking for help with this one. I'd like to nominate my brother, Brett Verbich. Brett is an Army vet who did multiple tours in Korea and Afghanistan as a Black Hawk mechanic. He's since retired and moved back home to Pennsylvania. Go Birds. But he's also saying Delco is a shithole. Sorry.
That's not news.
Sorry, Delco. Maybe it is for Delco.
No. He lived there. He knows.
I think he likes it. Do you like Delco, right?
I like Delco. I would not live there again.
Okay. Well, then there's your answer.
Is that like people who wave a Mexican flag but refuse to live there?
We have Delco flags, so I can do that.
Of course you do.
Do you really? Pull that up. I'd love to see one of those. So he says here, but was stationed at Fort Hood. While in Texas, he got into an altercation, using quotes there, with a cabbie, which led to a warrant being filed. Brett attempted to resolve the issue through the legal process, but the cabbie no longer resides in the States. Because of the open warrant in Travis County, oh shit, that's here. He can't purchase a firearm in Pennsylvania despite having served his country. And in order to resolve his legal issues, he needs to return to Texas and pay thousands of dollars of legal fees. As a father of two, turning himself into Travis County for a years-old incident involved a cabbie who resides in the Middle East now and not even in this country is not exactly realistic. As such, I'm asking for help that maybe you'll be able to provide so a vet can exercise his God-given right to own a firearm. Thanks, fellas. This is a Dan question here. What happens in a situation like this?
Well, the case can be adjudicated without the plaintiff, but also for something unless it's attempted murder or something. He said it's been years. There's a statute of limitations on any charge.
There is, but I mean, I'm assuming an altercation with a cabbie. He probably had a fucking gun on him.
Not necessarily. If he had a gun on him, they would have arrested him.
Okay.
Not just publish a warrant, and they would have put a state detainer on him too. So they would have asked the state that he's in now for
got it. So what do you do in a situation like this? Because every state gun law is weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know because I don't know what it is. But the statute of limitations in Texas for simple assault is 2 years. And then it's also 2 years from the date of the offense, by the way, not the date of the warrant. It's also 2 years for assault with bodily injury. Whether it's a misdemeanor or a felony, you still have 2 years to file that case. So if there's a warrant out for him, it doesn't mean shit.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so he just needs to like fucking, I don't know. You'd have to hit me up directly and tell me what the exact details of the case are, what the specific warrant is for. Otherwise, I can't help you.
Yeah, it just says altercation in quotes.
I mean, the guy's alive because he moved back to the Middle East, unless that's code for he dumped him in the fucking ocean somewhere, which unless they can prove it, who cares about that either,
exactly.
Right? There's still a 2-year fucking statute of limitations on any of these assault and battery charges in Texas.
Interesting. And is that the Delco flag there? Beautiful. Way to go.
I like how they just wrote Delco inside of the state, and that's
all
the whole
they did,
flag.
dude. That's the whole flag. That's the whole, or is that the county? Is that the shape of your county?
No, that's
Delaware
Pennsylvania.
County.
Oh,
no, the shape on that map.
Is it also the?
That's Pennsylvania.
Oh
Okay.
man, yeah, that's Pennsylvania.
Oh boy, that's lazy.
Well,
That's just lazy. I'll read one more submission here before we get off air. Let's see. Who the fuck is this? Drinking Bros submission here. Jeff Eady, Colorado, listener for 1 year, wants to nominate Tristan, Jack, and Gerard Eady, living, because as a living vet, they've been my entire world. Both kids love the show. I know, not ideal, he says, but they keep me going. My wife is awesome as well, keeps me straight. Thank you for all you guys do. This podcast really helps me out. Look, we don't even have a podcast if you guys don't listen and show up and support via advertising or hard AF seltzer or whatever it is. So thank you, for real. That's why we leave the doors open and you're able to come in and drink for free and hang out and enjoy yourself. One more here because this one's quick and then it just came in. Drinking Bros submission, Tom from California, 2019, is going to nominate Kirill, living. I got hurt in law enforcement by getting hit in the head. And while I'm doing well, I felt rage, and I knew to call my old Army buddy, and while he was on vacay, he picked up at 1 a.m. his time and got me centered. We all have those bros, but he's my drinking bro of the week.
I think we may have done that one last week.
I don't think we did.
Yeah, when you were...
Kirill?
Yeah, it was when you were off, when Dave was here. I think it was then. But...
Oh, at the end of air, yes.
Yeah, you got it again. So
that's right. Okay, well, cheers. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I apologize for that.
Got two.
There was a legal issue that's, well, I couldn't miss in the back room there. There's a back office in the back where we shoot Citizen and all that stuff. And, dude, I couldn't get this fucking lawyer on the phone for like 2 weeks, so I apologize. I think I had to take off for like the last 3 minutes of the show. That was me on that one there. But fuck you. Cheers again, dude. We love you guys. We appreciate you tuning in and day out. Go to Spotify. Rate the show a 5-star and then watch the videos on Spotify. It's beautiful over there. Download that Spotify app, too, for smart TVs. Then you can start watching it there. All the ads are less obtrusive than YouTube. We get the comments all the time that there's like YouTube puts like 15 ads in these goddamn things. Spotify does not do that, and the quality is beautiful, and they don't fuck around with anything, and they actually pay, which YouTube does not at all. So yeah, we will support Spotify forever. And then iTunes doesn't have video. However, I did get an email today, Dan, that I've got to check through. It appears as if they're heading in that direction as well. And that they're setting up their own creator page. Remember when you asked me the other day for a potential advertiser? So I think they might be doing the same thing. We did sign a non-exclusive deal with Spotify, and we did that intentionally. So that way, if iTunes opened up or Netflix or Tubi or whoever, we could show this wherever we wanted to. Yeah, we took less money for the deal for sure, but I think that's worth it because that way. I don't want to change wherever your listening habits are and all that other shit or watching habits. That way we can put it up everywhere. So we will be able to do that. So if iTunes comes available or Tubi or whatever, we have all the rights to do so. So nobody owns that personally, just us.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right. Enjoy the weekend, fuck faces. Cheers to you guys. For D'Anthony Hollaway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros Podcast. Good.